Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. The next update for DCS World is just around the corner. The Hornet will get up and down way more easier. Miltech 5 continues their feature showcase. And we get to publish our first PIMAX tutorial. This and more on How I Play. This video is sponsored by Fox3 Managed Solutions. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to talk about the latest news in DCS World. And we got 2 weeks left in this month, and the next DCS update is planned for the 21st of February. Very soon, actually tomorrow. Let's hope it makes it, as we are in desperate need of a refresh. Keep in mind, it's always subject to be changed. So of course, if anything happens, we will spot it right away and let you know as soon as possible. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on anything important from the world of Digital Combat Simulator. So what's new? Well, most likely most of you saw the first episode by heatblur, showcasing yet again the upcoming F4E Phantom 2. The video was an introduction of what is to come once the Phantom releases in early access in DCS World. Basically, a quick overview on some unique aspects featuring their new component-based simulation framework and design decisions behind developing it. They also informed us that the next few episodes will contain information about the flight model, systems, the APQ-120 radar, cold start, and much more. Alright, keep them coming, and let's hope the excitement continues at a good pace straight to the release, whenever it's going to be, somewhere in 2024. Oh, and by the way, winter will be over by the 20th of March. Just saying. Moving on, ED gave a lengthy update on their plans for the Hornet. Oh, right, the F-18C. So get ready to learn what they are cooking under the hood of the mighty Hornet. Grab a drink or something and let's check it out. It's really nice to hear that this popular module is undergoing significant improvements to its flight model and flight control systems. These improvements center on landing behavior, landing gear articulation, using latitude autopilot modes, engine response time, and the automatic carrier landing system. ED has quite a large number of items that they continue to address to further improve the realism and attention to detail on this amazing aircraft. So development for the Hornet continues. When it comes to the flight model, it seems that for the past several months, they've been improving the flight dynamics to represent the unique flight qualities of this aircraft even more accurately. Much of this has been focused on expanding the high angle of attack capabilities by adjusting the stabilizer scheduling. These changes will allow maneuvering up to 50-55 AOA compared to a mid-30s earlier. This expanded AOA capability will better allow players to take advantage of the F-18C's outstanding low speed and high AOA maneuvering. So if you thought that dogfights in the Hornet were amazing before, just wait until we get our hands on it now. But all of this comes with an important caveat, as if not careful, this expanded AOA capability can result in a dramatic loss of airspeed. So let's make sure we don't fall out of the sky while we try to score that decisive hit on our target. And speaking of getting down to earth, another important improvement is the handling characteristics in power approach mode when landing. So basically, during landings, you will find achieving and maintaining on-speed AOA way more easier. This is tied up to the flight control system changes. Nose pitch effects have also been added when the speed brake is extended and retracted to match the real F-18C. Overall, aerodynamic dampening has also been improved to better match Hornet's handling characteristics. Moving on, they also tweaked, scratch that, they completely reworked the flight control system in all channels, and it provides much improved behavior when switching the control logic system between auto flaps mode to half full flaps. You will find the transition much smoother with little no to uncommanded pitch movements. This will also make getting on speed during landings much easier. Well, it has been quite some time since I tried the Hornet, but now I am hesitant to get back in the cockpit before this update hits, if you know what I mean. For those of you who fly the Hornet on a daily basis, these adjustments until so far most likely sound even better. Let us know your opinion in the comment section down below. But wait, there is more. The roll characteristics have also been improved to better match the real aircraft with greater stability in the roll and yaw channels. This also applies to improved behavior around the longitudinal axis when taking off. The yaw channel FCS in PA mode has been adjusted to improve landing control in a crosswind. So once again, the improvements in the FCS will make takeoffs and landings much easier. Nice! And keeping landings in mind, the landing gear shock absorbers were adjusted to match documentation and reference videos. The F-18C landing gear articulation is a complex and dynamic process that is accurately modeled for carrier recoveries and touch and go. While for now it will be improved, the devs will continue to tune this mechanic to allow even more accurate nose-wheel touch and go behavior and a lower airspeed rotation. In addition to the landing gear mechanisms, the tires have also been adjusted to provide more authentic friction forces that will be apparent in crosswind takeoffs and landings. The engine transition thrust time was adjusted to be more accurate between afterburner and mill thrust modes. The engine transition time is now faster from afterburner to idle. This allows you to reduce airspeed when cutting the engines to idle more quickly. The F-18C autopilot operation has been improved by tuning its behavior when initiating an altitude hold mode whilst the aircraft is unbalanced. The updated autopilot also improves holding the set altitude when in a roll and initiating an altitude hold mode. Before, you would often lose or gain hundreds of feet. Now the autopilot control is much smoother when transitioning through waypoints in a coupled mode. Another mention was about the smooth operations when activating the automatic carrier landing system in coupled mode, as the autopilot will use smoother and improved approach behavior. So the important thing to keep in mind is that all of these things are coming very soon to the F-18C, maybe even this update. As always, stay with us and subscribe not to miss out any information in the future. We recently published our PIMAX crystal tutorial for those of you who wonder how to set up your headset or struggle with a few steps, especially if you are using OpenXR in DCS World. And for those of you interested in buying a crystal headset and want to help our channel as well, make sure to use our referral link together with available codes. We still got a special promotion left for a few orders, a bigger discount with our HIP99 code. Link is in the video description. Moving on, Miltech5 shares with us their progress on new features for DCS World. They are testing additional features to make the overall look more realistic. Well, we do like immersion. Parts of their test include the more natural behaviors of the character, pilot, co-pilot, facial animations. Of course, everything we see is work in progress, but they do look good. They are working hard to implement all of these features to the BO-105. Well, let's hope they manage to do that. And last but not the least, a fast reminder that we just updated our hipgamestv server dynamic mission, and the current tests are for the limited strike missions and the new menu system that was implemented together with a few AI bar cap and other surprises for our Patreon members for now. More information will be shared soon on our Patreon page. As always, remember to check our sponsors VR Rock for your VR Blu-ray protection and prescription lenses, Foxtree Managed Solutions for the best DCS servers out there, and PIMAX for the most quality VR headsets on the market. And subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.